So for the record, would you please state your name, major, what year you are?
Okay. My name is Woodland Lewis. I'm a senior here at the University of Massachusetts, Amherst, and I'm graduating the May 2012. Yeah,
And
2012.
and also, what organizations are you a member of?
Oh, okay. I'm the president of the Black Student Union here. I'm also the Community Outreach and College Awareness Events Coordinator for Student Bridges. And yeah, that's it.
Well, then, how might you define colorism and colorism in general, but also maybe at UMass campus?
Colorism. Another one of the many isms. I guess I defined it as a system that centers around not necessarily, I want to say blackness, but the different shades of black and I guess white as a comparison to black. I find it to be that another system that centers around privilege based on how light you are, or for the people at the other end of the spectrum, how dark you are, and the stereotypes and connotations connected with the shade of your skin.
Damn. Perfect, huh?
What roles do you think skin color plays for you or your peers at UMass, or peers at a higher institution?
I want to say that it plays a very active, but also a very not there. I want to say like in the background role on this campus. Being a dark-skinned female myself, I've experienced a number of situations where people judge me because of my dark skin and demeanor, and I've been called the mad black woman. The Black Panther, Black Power, especially since my hair is natural. You can't see it right now. We're having a bad hair day. But question one more time.
How do you think colorism plays a part at UMass with you or your peers?
Okay. So I'd like to say it also plays a role in the academic setting, especially when it comes to certain classes. I'm a sociology major, so a lot of my classes, as of right now, are pretty small. There's about 20 people in there, and I'm always the darkest in the classroom. So when certain questions are asked and I respond to them with a very, I guess you can say, with a very, strong, in a very strong tone, people automatically feel as if I'm attacking them or I'm upset. And it's very difficult. I mean, socially, it sometimes becomes an issue in the sense that a lot of people, when it comes with around the word beautiful, who do you see as beautiful? You have the lighter skinned women with long hair, and then you have the dark skinned women with maybe long hair or maybe not long hair. It's difficult. I want to say that it plays it's like an undertone where people don't really like to talk about it, and when it is brought up, people get defensive. I remember last year we had a real talk about I didn't want to say light. It wasn't light skin versus dark skin, but it was I think it was called color blindness or something in that sense. But one of the topics that came up was Michelle Obama and how Obama wouldn't be as respected if Michelle wasn't as dark skinned. And that raised such an uproar on this campus. I had people coming up to me like, BSU doesn't like lighter-skinned women. And I said, about half of our e-board is light-skinned. I think I'm the darkest one on there. But a lot of people got offended and stated that, well, I don't think that's the case. A lot of people on this campus, there's a lot of dark-skinned women on this campus, and they're able to find boyfriends. Michelle Obama would have been respected if she was lighter skinned. And I don't know. I want to be realistic when we talk about skin tones. You cannot tell me that the men on this campus are not socialized to think in a certain way and to believe that women who are of lighter skin are prettier. There's even a World Star Hip Hop video interviewing students from, I forget what school, Charlestown was it?
Charlestown.
I think it was Charlestown High, and these students were stating that black is ugly, darker skinned women are ugly, and that they want to marry a white woman. So if it's that apparent within our students in high school, you can't tell me that even our college students who've probably never taken a sociology class or even paid attention are not subject to those same stereotypes or perspectives.
You definitely hit on this. I was going to ask, what do you think are some of the stereotypes and perceptions within race-based on skin complexion here at UMass? Do you think they differ from some of the things that you already touched on? Are they the same?
One more time.
Do you think that there are some stereotypes or perceptions within race-based, meaning, like, let's look at the African American population.
Mm-hmm.
Are there stereotypes within that population based on skin complexion here at UMass? And if so, what?
I find that they're wide-ranging. Like, it could be, for me, for instance, at first people thought I was African. When I got Jamaican, I've gotten everything under the sun except, something that's connected to a lighter shade. Like, I also find that a lot of people find the stereotypes within race to be something of the past that is not present in today's society. A lot of people believe that we've reached a stage of color blindness, which I find is completely absurd. I mean, look at the demographics on this campus. In just about 3 years, I've seen the percentage of students of color who come here decline so rapidly that it's insane. And I don't want to say that on this campus there's a divide between lighter skinned women and darker skinned women, but I find that sometimes that there's this underlying, I don't know what to call it, but there's this underlying, I want to say impression that some of them give off that they're better, or this underlying impression that darker skinned women get off that they don't like lighter skinned women because they're lighter skinned, or because men tend to gravitate towards them more often. And a lot of people on this campus will probably state that, oh well, you shouldn't think that way. We don't think that way. But by you stating that, that's saying that you believe in it, and I'm not stating that I necessarily believe in it, but I've seen it firsthand.
Do you think that men also experience colorism? And if they do they differ from women? And if so, how might they differ?
Colorism in the sense that they're discriminated against?
For the complexion of their skin. And is there colorism amongst the male gender?
I'm gonna say
do you find there are stereotypes within men judging or have perceptions around other men of color?
You've heard of the phrase, dark skin is back. Dark skin is in. Last year I say yes, but as I've seen this campus, not necessarily. I think the fact that the number of black men coming into college is so small that the appeal for darker skinned men has increased. It could be because the rates are decreasing, or it could be just because darker skinned men are. But I haven't seen it among men.
Do you think there's a skin tone preference?
I have a skin tone preference. I like darker skinned men.
Yes, okay. I was gonna say, what are some of your experiences with skin tone preference?
I prefer darker skinned men because I just find them more attractive. It could be because I'm able to relate to them more in a sense, but that's what I seek out. In terms of my friends or what I've seen, I've never seen women discriminate towards men of lighter or darker skin. It's mostly, sometimes I swear it's mostly among women. I never really see it among men. I guess there's so few of them that you don't really, there's no reason for you to discriminate. Take what they got.
You gotta take what you get.
You gotta take what you got. I mean, if they have braids or something, that's when they'd be like, But no, I think we love all our brothers. From light to bright.
What are some of the terms or names that might be associated with colorism on UMass's campus, or just in general? And are they derogatory or?
It's funny because last night my friend said about somebody, he made me believe in evolution, which I was like, oh my god, it was funny though, but I was like, oh my gosh, is that because he's darker skinned and he looks similar to
A monkey?
a monkey? I want to say because it sounds so rude, but some of the I've heard dark skin, I heard cocoa, chocolate, but they never really, I don't think they're never really derogatory. Light skin, red bone. Other than that, I've never heard anything derogatory. Not among my peers.
And in general, what do you think of, or what are the names, or are there other names that you've heard, not necessarily on UMass campus among your peers, but around colorism, names that are associated with that? And if you got, that's okay.
Yeah,
I was just,
pick it out.
and I was just, okay, we're gonna add it anyway, because some of